We're a ways off from the Xbox One X, but Microsoft is doing its best to promote the sheer functionality and features that the console will ship with. Xbox Director of Program Management, Mike Ybarra, noted on Twitter that he can't wait for the console's release since it will have power, capability, and be fan-driven while supporting cross-network and being Game Pass ready. It's worth noting that the cross-network functionality is likely in reference to cross-platform play between the Xbox One X, Xbox One, and Windows 10 PC. However, when quizzed about the Xbox One X getting a new UI, one that provides a speed boost of sorts, Ybarra said that the company is always working to improve it. He also addressed the fact that some games like Fortnite don't support cross-platform saving, allowing players to carry progress back and forth by saying that it's developers' choice. For streamers, there's some good news as Xbox boss Phil Spencer told Ybarra that USB is coming, and that includes webcams. We already know that the console ships with USB ports, but will it support third-party webcams right out of the box? Or will that be later, and if so, how long? As for those who install Xbox One games from an external HDD on the Xbox One X, the games will support plug and play. Ybarra noted that you may have an update to take on some games depending on the game, but plug and play. That update could be in reference to certain games receiving patches for Xbox One X support like Gears of War 4 and Halo 5 Guardians. The Xbox One X releases on November 7th worldwide for $499. It will be open for pre-orders fairly soon as per Phil Spencer. A spat of GTA6 rumors broke a few days ago, based on the resume of stunt actor Tim Neff, who purportedly performed motion capture work on Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 6, and as you can imagine, this led to a flurry of excitement and speculation online. GTA 6? Could it actually be happening? As it turns out, those rumors were false. If the blatant and glaring errors in the resume, such as misspelling mercenary as mercenary, were not enough to give the gig away, Neff himself has cleared the air to PC Games N, denying the authenticity of the documents in a statement. "That isn't my page, account, or resume. I don't even know that website. I worked on GTA 5 a long time ago and haven't done anything since. Sorry for the confusion. It seems I'm being trolled online really badly," he said. Now, of course, GTA 6 itself will probably happen eventually. We wouldn't worry about that. It may even be in the works right now. But if Mr. Neff is to be believed, then whatever GTA 6 turns out to be will be entirely unrelated to this rumor that did break out today. While this year is going to be a quieter year for Take-Two after the delay of Red Dead Redemption 2 into next year, it sounds like 2018 is promising to be pretty big and eventful. Not only is Red Dead Redemption 2 going to be out then, but it sounds like Take-Two is teasing another huge title for next year too. Obviously, fiscal 2019 will look much better with the launch of Red Dead 2 and a huge new title from 2K, as well as the 2K sports titles, catalog, recurrent consumer spending, NBA 2K Online in China, Social Point, and the like, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick told Games Industry during an interview. The question is then, what Take-Two game qualifies as being huge? The Rockstar properties, obviously, but Red Dead is already accounted for in that statement. And it is all but impossible that Rockstar also launches a brand new GTA game next year. Their next biggest properties are BioShock and Borderlands, and with the former franchise being on somewhat of a hiatus, doesn't it now sound likely that Borderlands 3 is what's being teased for a release next year? Especially since we already know that the game is under development currently. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick also stated that the company is not going to measure Red Dead Redemption 2's success in context of how well it does when compared to GTA 5's sales. The reason, in my opinion, why GTA 5 has sold 80 million units and GTA Online had another record year 3.5 years since its release is because it stands alone in the generation, Zelnick explained. In every prior generation, there have been other titles that have clustered around GTA from a quality point of view, he said. That's clearly not the case now. If you're over 18 and you have a new generation console, you have GTA. Otherwise, we wouldn't have shipped 80 million units. Can any other title achieve that? It seems unlikely. Do we have incredibly high hopes for Red Dead? We do, but we're not putting it in the context of GTA. That seems perfectly reasonable. Grand Theft Auto 5 is an absolute success. It sold 80 million units, and that's by no means ordinary. To expect any game would be able to match those figures, even one as massive as Red Dead Redemption 2, is unrealistic and unreasonable. Exclusive games usually draw the ire of certain people for a variety of reasons. Crackdown 3 being one of the major high-profile upcoming exclusives for the Xbox One means that certain people have trained all of their guns on it, except they probably didn't expect Terry Crews himself, who voices a character in the game, to jump on them when they did. When someone disgruntled took to Twitter to voice the opinion that Terry Crews' inclusion in the game is the only reason anyone might want to care about Crackdown 3, Crews responded to that with, "So start caring." A hell of a mic drop moment that got acknowledged by Aaron Greenberg as well. To his credit, the guy who made the comment took it in good humor, playing along with Crews, who in turn played along with him. Crackdown 3 is due out on the Xbox One X and Windows 10 PCs on November 7th this year. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is currently one of the hottest early access games available on Steam. It will also be coming to the Xbox One and Xbox One X, but not a lot of information has been offered about the same. Fortunately, Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown himself, discussed it with Eurogamer, noting that the current performance on Xbox One X offers 30 to 40 FPS on 100-man servers. This is on the Xbox One X, of course. Green said that we have a version running on the Xbox One X prototype in the office, which can plug into the online servers. We were playing on live servers on the console at about 30 or 40 FPS, so it works on 100-man servers. Final player counts per server were not discussed. Green did note that most of the team was currently finishing the PC version in South Korea, while Anticto, a Spanish developer, was working on the console version. Though the final frame rate hasn't been confirmed, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is still in the process of being optimized for the PC as well. Though launched for Xbox Game Preview in late 2017, it could take a while before a full launch happens on Xbox One and Xbox One X. The full PC version is currently slated to launch in 2018. EA is doubling down on using Frostbite as the backbone of its internal game development pipeline. Speaking at their newest financial earnings call, Chief Executive Officer Andrew Wilson and Chief Financial Officer Blake Jorgensen revealed that EA currently has 12 games in development using the Frostbite engine, including a new Battlefield game. Battlefield 5 was only given a passing mention as the next great Battlefield game, while Amy Hennig's Star Wars game was also spoken about. The game, which is in development at Visceral Games, will be an action-adventure title set in the Star Wars universe. Hopefully, Hennig does with it the same things she was able to manage with Uncharted. That aside, of course, EA has many other Frostbite games in development too, especially since they've made it the backbone of all AAA game development in the last few years, including FIFA, Madden, and BioWare's upcoming ambitious shared world shooter, Anthem. In 2015, Sony raised the price of PlayStation Plus in Europe. In 2016, Sony raised the price of PlayStation Plus in North America. It's 2017, so it sounds like it's time for Europe to get the short end of the stick again, because Sony has announced that it will be raising the price of PlayStation Plus in Europe, for no reason whatsoever that has been given. European countries will see a PlayStation Plus price increase from £49.99 to €50. European countries will see a PS Plus price increase from €49.99 to €59.99, while the United Kingdom will see a similar rise from £39.99 to £49.99. Monthly subscriptions are also being raised from €6.99 to €7.99 in European countries, and from £5.99 to £6.99 in the UK. Sony, as stated previously, has not provided any reason or justification for the price raise. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.